Hello and welcome to the Press Room with WCN-TV, brought to you by the Wilson County News. We're your source for community and communication. I'm your host, Julia, the Marketing and Social Media Specialist here at the Wilson County News. Today we're talking in depth about topics presented in the September 28th edition of the Wilson County News, including the Floresville Peanut Festival and other area fall festivals, and Farmer's Gin, a business in Poth, Texas that is celebrating 100 years and is looking forward to 100 more. You can subscribe to print, digital, or both editions of the Wilson County News at wilsoncountynews.com/subscribe so you never miss an edition of your local newspaper. Feel free to follow us where you're watching today so you're always up to date on the Press Room and our other WCN-TV news. First up on today's show, we're talking with the Floresville Peanut Festival Association's President, Carolyn Palacios, and Vice President, Brenda Trevino. They're going to tell us what we can expect at the 2022 Floresville Peanut Festival, which spans the week of October the 2nd. Welcome to the Press Room.
Thank you. We're excited to be here.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So who are you and what do you do with the Floresville Peanut Festival Association?
I am Carolyn Palacios, and I am the president of this year's 78th annual Floresville Peanut Festival.
Yeah, and I'm Brenda Trevino. I am the vice president for the Peanut Festival Association this year. I'm also Carolyn's voice for today. She's lost her voice. Perfect timing for that, right?
Yes. So what do you have planned for this year's festivities?
Yeah, so this year our entire board has been working really, really hard to make our festival a bigger and better event. You may have been hearing a lot of street talk and excitement about new entertainment coming this year, bigger and better crowds. And so we just have really stepped up another year and hope to bring, another well-rounded, exciting festival for our entire community, this entire county.
So what all is going on the week of October 2nd? I know we have the Coover Games, Kitty Parade, the Peanut Festival Parade, Carnival. How is all that working this year?
So our festivities kick off with Cooper Games, which is October the 4th. Cooper Games will be happening at the Floresville Event Center over on Highway 97 West, next door to the Floresville City Park. It will be from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. outdoors at the event center on this patio. We have so many great activities for the kids, everything from fish pond to cornhole to sack races,
we
jumping
added some new things this
yes,
year.
we did. Yes, we added some new activities for the kids. We have a shaved ice truck out there, and as always, we're gonna have the great, delicious concessions available for purchase there as well. So we are looking forward to a great turnout as always. We also will have some of the fire trucks and police cars on display, and Airlife will also land. So we've got a lot of exciting things for the kids. We're excited. We're really excited.
Yeah, and Connolly Memorial will also be providing flu shots for free as well. So
yes.
We're very fortunate that we have such good participation from our community.
Absolutely, we could not do it without all of the volunteers, our board.
One of the things I'm not sure that a whole lot of people really know, but all of the games that are provided are set up by all of the board members and the organizations that represent our associations.
Now, it is a wristband event, so the wristband is $5 per child, and they get to take part in unlimited activities at the Goober Games. So we're looking forward to it being another successful year at Goober Games for sure.
Absolutely.
Right.
So then after Tuesday, one of the biggest, of course, anticipated events is our coronation, which is on that Thursday. That's going to be on October the 6th.
Of Queen.
Our Queen-elect, Teva File, and the Court of Exotic Destinations. But tickets are still on sale at Sisters. They are $15 each. There is a limited supply, so make sure anyone out there interested in going to coronation, go pick up your tickets at Sisters. before they sell out.
Our Kitty Parade, it is in the same location that it has been in the past couple years, which the lineup is on C and 2nd Street, and it will run down C Street towards 3rd and end right past 3rd on C.
Registration is on site. It starts at 5 p.m., so there's no pre-registering for it. There will be a table set up right there at 2nd and C Street. Judging will be taking place at 5:20. So if you have your kids coming into the Kitty Parade and want to be judged, they have to be in line by 5:20. We have our categories are wagons, kids battery powered vehicles, bicycles, individuals, teams, organizations, and mini floats. So no ATVs, no gas powered vehicles. We've even had a request for the Kitty Parade to be announced. So I think we're working on having somebody announce the Kitty Parade this year. So yeah, that'll be exciting.
We do have Carnival Night on Thursday for those that aren't attending Coronation. We do have a Carnival wristband night on Thursday.
Yeah, Carnival will open Thursday at 6 p.m. and Carnival wristbands on Thursday are $25. So yeah, and Carnival will be set up in the same location where it's always been, in the courthouse parking lot. We do have wristbands the entire weekend. Wristbands on Friday will also be $25, and then on Saturday they'll be $30. But again, it is unlimited. And this year we're hoping to have 2 ticket booths at the carnival because of the amount of kiddos attending. So hopefully lines will be shorter.
Yes, the lines were pretty long last year.
Yeah, they were.
And the parade is the main event.
Yes.
The Peanut Parade. So how is that going this year? When and where is it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. We are
big turnout.
Oh, we are just so excited for our parade this year.
We have over 265 entries this year.
Wow.
Yeah, and we are out of space.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, our registration is closed. Shout out to Leandros and her entire parade committee. The parade route is still the same. It starts at 10 a.m. at 4th and C Street, heading downtown. Awards, as usual, will be giving out during the parade.
Is that the largest amount of entries y'all have had so far?
We had just a little over 200 last year. So as far as I know, in the last 4 or 5 years, this is probably one of the biggest.
Wow. Who's going to be announcing the parade this year?
Well, we have 2 different areas. We've got the main area of the parade that Blake Helmke is one of our directors on the board. He's the son of Mr. Jim Helmke, yes. And so we are so grateful for him. He's got all of the announcers lined up for the main area. We'll have another announcing spot over at Miss Annie's Peanut Brittle on that corner as well. So everyone will be able to hear, and we're still finalizing all of those details, but
awesome.
Rest assured it is going to happen.
Where do you recommend that folks go to view the parade?
Oh, man, anywhere they can find a spot.
Right.
Yeah, so definitely the entire parade route. The parade route is on our website, the FloresvillePeanutFestival.org. Along that parade route, pop your chair up, and people start setting up really early in the morning, and we get excited to see those return families.
Spots.
The
family spots.
Exactly.
Bring your lawn chairs and find your spot and pick a spot downtown, and we strongly encourage to stay all weekend, only because we have so many new exciting things coming this year to this year's festivities.
There's normally also some entertainment happening on the other side of the courthouse.
Yeah, so we'll start with our daytime entertainment, and that's where we've added some new things. And shout out to HEB, Randolph Brooks, Home Depot. They've really stepped in this year and helped us. HEB is sponsoring a kids zone area for us, which is something new. And so we're going to have a big soft play area for toddlers to play in that is completely sanitized and cleaned after every playtime. We have the Ultimate Submission Academy, Camp Gladiators coming out. The biggest, one of the biggest, newest things is our Home Depot Arts and Crafts area. Home Depot donated lots of fun stuff. Kids will just be able, at no charge, to be able to come into the zone area. It's new this year too. We're having glitter tattoos available for the kids, again at no charge. Balloon twist artists. Of course, all of our longtime favorites, our hypnotists, our dancers, the Wilson Ballet, our trick roper. Something new this year also is we have asked Black Barn Alpacas to join us. So they will be on site, and we know that that's going to be a huge turnout for them as well. So we're so grateful for them as well. And then, of course, our music lineup. All of our arts and craft vendors, again, we can't accept any more arts and craft vendors because we are full, and it was a great turnout last year. So we're expecting an even bigger crowd this year. Of course, our food vendors, as of today, we have over 25 food booths signed up. So come out and get your favorite, your gorditas, what's your favorite?
Oh, I'd have to say the corn cups.
Roasted corn cups, chicken on a stick, all kinds of stuff.
So
our Kitty Express train will be here, so just so much fun. Our music.
We've got some really exciting artists that are going to be performing for us.
A change this year that the entertainment will stop at midnight this year instead of 1 a.m. It's very, very exciting, very exciting to have, every year we try really hard to get bigger and better, and we certainly cannot do it without the support of this community, the support of our sponsors. We ask everyone to please come out and support, this free event. Our association works really hard to try to provide this annual tradition for our community.
Yeah, our entertainment committee, they work all year long.
And the way the community can support and help us continue getting bigger and better is by coming out, supporting all of our food vendors, our drink vendors. We'll have we always have our big beer garden tent going up. Beer being supplied, and that is why we ask no coolers allowed, to know that all of your money that's coming back into the association just helps us put on a bigger and better event year after year. So if we want to keep these big name bands coming, we need the community support. We definitely want to continue bringing these bigger named bands year after year, and still keeping it a free event.
Right. If you are still looking for more information about this, like they said, visit their website. You can also look for the Goober Gazette, which comes out in the Wilson County News every year. That'll be coming out next week to coincide with the festivities.
Yes. Also follow us on our Facebook page. We also have contests going on between now and then. You could be winning some carnival wristbands, food tickets, all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you follow Floresville Peanut Festival Association on our Facebook page.
Well, thank you guys.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you again to the community, and we look forward to having everyone out starting on Tuesday at Goober Games. We'll see you all there.
Yes, we do. Thank you for your support, community, and we look forward to another successful year. And again, thank you, Julia, and Wilson County News for all of y'all's support.
We love our Peanut Festival.
Yes, thank you, Julia. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
There are other fall festivals in the Wilson County and surrounding areas happening this weekend and next week.
Black Barn Alpacas will be having a fall festival and pumpkin patch every weekend in October, including the following fun activities. St. Anne Catholic Church is having their fall festival this Sunday, October 2nd, and will be offering these activities to the community. Natural Bridge Caverns is having a Cavern Fall Fest every weekend in October and offering the following family-friendly activities. The Come and Take It celebration is happening in Gonzales, Texas this weekend, and the following activities will be offered. The Guadalupe County Fairgrounds will be open in Seguin, Texas from October 5th through 9th and will be offering the following fun activities for the community.
In the September 28th edition of the Wilson County News, we shared the story of Farmer's Gin, a century-old business in Poth, Texas. Next, we're visiting with Albert Factor, who was the manager of Farmer's Gin from 1971 to 2014, and who still works there today. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Of course. So when you first started at Farmer's Gin in 1957, what did you do?
My first job was, you're probably not familiar with it, but in cotton, when you have a trailer of cotton comes in, you got a machine that you suck it off with. Well, that was my job,
Okay.
was sucking off the cotton.
Wow. When did you become the manager?
In about 1971, I believe it was.
Oh, right.
The tail end of tooth. We lost the gentleman. I lost my son. We lost the gentleman that was president of the company, and he was young. And I knew my age was coming along, and so I said that let's make Mario the manager and stuff. And so he's been with us for years, and he knows everything. And so that's what we did.
Yeah.
I stayed on the board of directors and stuff, but he's been the manager ever since.
That makes sense. So being that your time as manager spans, 3 decades, how did your role as the manager change over time?
Not a whole lot.
Right.
It's pretty well, it's just the same. We did, when we had the feed mill going, we had a whole lot more employees that you had to keep in line and stuff, but otherwise there hadn't been a whole lot of changes.
That's cool. So, looking back, can you identify any changes that Farmer's Gin did make that you think allowed it to be here today?
Well, yeah, we did. We made several of them. In the 60s, cotton was no more. They started leasing and selling the allotments out of the county, so we put in a feed mill.
Right.
And we kept the feed mill, and then we put in an overhead storage facility where we helped Purina distribute feed to other dealers.
Wow.
And things, and that went on until, well, later on then we went ahead and put this front on this building and stuff. It started in, we always handled a little hardware and a little feed and stuff ever since, probably since the beginning, but that's when we started emphasizing the hardware and stuff. And then a few years ago we discontinued the feed mill and stuff, labor and everything. Years ago, every farm had a few chickens, they had some hogs, they had cattle and lots of dairies and stuff. And so you had a whole lot more small people that you dealt with and stuff, but that's all changed and stuff. And so you don't have but a handful of people that do all these things versus what it used to be and stuff. But that's probably our biggest thing. I don't know whether it was the feed mill or actually incorporating and putting into the hardware thing. I was kind of responsible for all of it. That the gentleman that was here before me, he was still here when we put the feed mill in, but we started about the overhead storage and stuff like that. He was almost, wasn't as old as I am, but he was getting up in years, and so he said, "Hey, I'm quitting. Y'all take it over." So we did, and we put that overhead storage, and then we put in another roller mill and some more tanks and stuff at the feed mill and stuff. And then the mid-'80s is when we went ahead and added on to the building and really went to the hardware and stuff like that.
Right.
Hardware and plumbing and things. And that's what we did then. And basically, we haven't done anything since then.
Wow. So, what do you offer now?
What do we offer now?
Yeah.
Okay, primarily we still in the feed business,
All right.
but primarily we're hardware type things, plumbing, electrical, almost everything. We don't handle lumber, and one reason we don't handle lumber is because in order to be in the lumber business, you've got to buy by the truckloads. And first thing is we don't have the storage facility to put that in and stuff. But
Right.
next thing is it's a very competitive business and stuff. And so we anticipated it at one time and things, but we just decided not to do it.
That makes sense. All right. What do you think that the future holds for this century-old business?
Well, the big thing is it depends on how the rest of the world is going to keep on going and stuff. I couldn't anticipate anything because I don't know what the future holds as far as the future in general and future in Poth, Texas.
Right.
But we'll look at items and things that come along, and if there's something we see an opportunity, we'll go into it and stuff. And sometimes we're gonna make mistakes like everybody else, but that's the thing that I would say we would do more than anything else, that we just kind of watch to see what is needed in the community, and if we can supply it and stuff. That's pretty well it.
That makes sense. All right. Well, thank you so much for your
Yes,
time.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's all for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the Press Room with WCN-TV, brought to you by the Wilson County News. For more information about anything we mentioned in today's show, you can see the September 28th edition of the Wilson County News or visit wilsoncountynews.com. You can also find articles corresponding to each topic discussed today in this video's description. Also, remember to follow us where you're watching so you never miss an episode of The Press Room, and consider subscribing to receive print, digital, or both editions of the Wilson County News each week. You can find more news or subscribe at wilsoncountynews.com or download our app, Go Wilson, to receive updates from our newsroom at your fingertips. We hope you'll tune in next week for another episode of The Press Room. See you then!